What's the deal, YouTube? Welcome and welcome back to the channel. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. First and foremost, I'd like to say I hope all y'all vibrating at a high frequency, not letting no negative energy stop y'all positive energy. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and drop a subscribe. Go ahead and drop a like. Go ahead and drop a comment if you if you have certain views on this topic in which I'm about to discuss, right? So, as you can see by the title, in my opinion, this is why Biden is letting all the immigrants cross the border, and this is why you may see a lot of paisas nowadays, right? Because I just came to the conclusion, not even the conclusion, I just came to the realization, right? I'm washing my clothes. I'm in South Central Los Angeles right now, and it's a lot of paisas, bro. It's a whole lot of paisas. It's a lot of people out here that don't speak no fucking English, right? It's a lot of, it seems like everywhere you go, it's a fucking paisa. It's a lot of them. They're everywhere, bro. They're everywhere. And I've came to the realization this is why they are everywhere, right? Because for the Mexicans that's been living in Los Angeles for the past 15, 20 years, they may be tired of the bullshit. They may be tired of the system, and they may be starting to wake up, because a lot of people are starting to wake up now. They're starting to be aware of the tricks and all the little bullshit that the government got going on, right? But at the same time, they're starting to be aware of all the little tricks and all the shit that the government got going on, right? They're also starting to get tired of the shit. They're getting tired of working these jobs, not making no money, paying a little punk ass rent and all this shit. They're getting tired of this shit, right? But on the other hand, there's people that's coming from these countries that's used to living in poverty. So when they come over here, they don't mind the bullshit. They don't mind dealing with the bullshit, dealing with all the shit that we're tired of, that the people that's been living here for years and decades, that's tired of the shit. They don't mind dealing with that shit. And that's why the government is letting these motherfuckers over here, because they can still have these people work instead of the people that's getting tired and they're walking off their jobs. They're complaining about all this shit. They're fed up. The motherfuckers is leaving their jobs. They don't want to pay their rent, all this other shit. These motherfuckers will do that shit like that. They don't care, because in their country they don't got shit. And this is like extravagant to them, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like Biden is letting all these motherfuckers cross the border. And I also heard some shit like they get a loan or something like that. They getting paid a couple thousand, like $9,000 per family or some shit like that when they get across the border and all that. So it's making it, they're making it sound good to come over here. And it's overpopulated too, bro. It's just like everywhere you go, it's a fucking, like, I don't got nothing against Mexicans, right? But yeah, I just feel like LA or California, period, is just overpopulated with paisas, bro. Overpopulated with paisas, people that don't speak no English. And I just saw somebody right now, and I was just like, because I just got out the laundry, man, it's full of fucking paisas everywhere. Nobody speaks no fucking English. The lady that works there don't speak no English. Nobody in the laundry, man, speaks no fucking English. You see like 2 black people, and it's all paisas. So I walk outside and I put my clothes in the back of my truck and shit, right? And I see a paisa right there, and I was like, I know he don't speak no fucking English. So I'm like, hey, ¿cuántos años aquí? Like, how many years you been here? Like, how many years here? He was like, 3. I'm like, donde? Like where you come from type shit. Like, donde, like country. You know what I'm saying? I forgot how I asked him this shit, but he understood what I was trying to ask him. And I was like, what country you came from? And he was like, El Salvador. So he came from El Salvador out here, you know what I'm saying? And we tired of the bullshit. 3 years ago, that's when COVID first hit, right? It's 2024. So during COVID first hit, motherfuckers is tired of the bullshit and all that shit. That's when motherfuckers coming from different countries coming over here, all these paisas. Or not even just 3 years ago, just period, bro. It's paisas everywhere. It's paisas everywhere. Everywhere you go is gonna be some people that don't speak no English. And these are the people that's driving crazy. Are they even real people? Are these motherfuckers robots? Are they real people? Because there's paisas everywhere, bro. And this is why I believe they're letting them cross the border if they're even real people. Because I honestly believe they might not even be real people. They may be fucking synthetic robots. But this is why I feel like they're letting them cross the border. And also, too, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and drop a subscribe. I'm dropping workout videos. I'm dropping all this good game from my people. I got another channel too, Spiritual Joe, where I'm dropping videos, speaking on semen retention, intermittent fasting, videos for all my people. Videos for my Caucasians, for my Asians, for my Mexicans, for my Arabs, for everybody that's being oppressed. I got videos for everybody over there on the Spiritual Joe channel. And on this channel, the Super Saiyan Joe channel is going to be for all my 9 ether beings. that's been oppressed all over this planet. You know what I'm saying? So, like I was saying, I just feel like it's Pisces everywhere, bro. I feel like it's Pisces everywhere, and I feel like they're everywhere, and they're letting a lot of Pisces come across the border and all that because the people that already been over here, they're tired of the bullshit. They're fed up with the government. They're fed up with all the bullshit, right? They fed up. So, and the government has to have people to work for these companies and all that shit, and these corporations and all that shit. So, they let these Pisces cross the border. They give them, they open up the borders. You know what I'm saying? And they let these Pisces cross the border, and they be so happy to just be over here. They don't mind working and dealing with these conditions that we've been dealing with for years that we're tired of. They don't mind working, doing all this shit because where they come from, they don't have the opportunity. They don't have the opportunity to make 15, 16 an hour. We over here like, bro, that's bullshit. We tired of making 15, 16 an hour. They don't mind coming across the border working, making 14, 15 an hour. They don't mind. Because back where they coming from, they making like $2 or $3 an hour. Probably less than that, if that. Just keeping it 100. So they come across the border and they don't mind working for the low wages and all that shit. That's why there's so many fucking Pisces everywhere, bro. And they, unlike black people, they can live 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in the house, 10 deep, and make that shit work. Everybody put in $50 a month rent, and so everybody put in $50 a month rent, so everybody else walking around with a motherfucking, with money in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? Everybody put in $50 rent, and the fucking rent get paid. Everybody put $100, $200 rent a month, and the rent get paid. $50 a week out your paycheck. You get 4 checks a month. You put $50 a week out your paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on the same accord. Everybody on the same frequency, because they know we come from over here where motherfuckers is getting $50 a month, and so we able to make $2,000, $2,500, $3,000 a month. So we gonna make this shit work. We gonna sleep 8, 9, 10 in the house. We gonna motherfucking fill the backyard up with cars, and we gonna be able to get up and be on the same frequency and make this shit work. You know what I'm saying? They able to do that shit because where they come from, they don't even have no vehicles probably. You know, they come over here and they take advantage of this shit. And I don't blame them. I'm just like, what the fuck? Because I'm not the type of motherfucker that's gonna be lazy and not gonna work and be like, oh, these motherfuckers taking our jobs. I'm gonna get to it too. But I'm just like, it's just a lot of motherfucking Pisces everywhere and nobody speaking no fucking English. And if you come from a country where people are driving different, they're acting different, and they have a different way of living, and you bring them people from a country, I mean, you bring a bunch of people that have a different way of living, they drive different, they act different, they have no form of communication with you, and you put them into an area full of people that can't communicate with them, they're driving differently, they're acting differently, it's going to be a bunch of confusion, bro. And that's why LA is like, that's why I don't even like driving in LA. It's so many fucking Pisces, bro. It's so many Pisces, and the shit get annoying. It honestly get annoying, bro. It's so many Pisces, and I believe I came to the conclusion because, that it's all these Pisces because people that's been staying, the Mexicans that's been staying in LA, the black people that's been staying, we tired of being slaves, we tired of the bullshit, right? So they're gonna have these people come across the border that don't mind working these punk ass jobs, that don't mind. That's why everywhere you go in the fast food spot, there's always motherfuckers that don't speak no English working these fast food jobs because they don't mind working these punk ass jobs for this low ass wage. Bro, everywhere you go in LA, it's gonna be somebody that's working and that barely speak any English. It's either gonna be somebody that speak little to no English working right there, or it's gonna be a teenager. It's gonna be somebody young. That's what it is. There's gonna be somebody older black person. That's what it is, bro. When you go to these regular food stores, Walgreens, etc., that's what it is. It's gonna be a teenager, somebody young, or it's gonna be a fucking paisa, or a paisa woman, or a paisa man that don't speak no fucking English. And you're gonna have to communicate with these people to get the shit done that you want done. And these people are new over here, they fresh over here, so, and they see all the shit, and they probably feel like, oh, in order for us to move up, we gotta treat black people a certain way. Because black people are monkeys, they're the scum and all this shit, and white people, all the races, or white people, they the ones that treat black people the most fucked up, and they have all the power. So maybe if we treat black people fucked up too, maybe we can move up a little bit too. That's possibly their mindset coming across over here, crossing the border and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? They probably come across the border and feel like, yeah, black people ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't shit. We get across the border. We only been over here a year, 2 years, 3 years. We getting loans from the government. We getting $9,000 loans from the government. We getting housing. We getting all type of shit, man. Black people ain't shit, and they doing that shit just to slap us in the face same time. Just slap us in the face. We gonna let these motherfuckers cross the border. We gonna give them jobs. We gonna give them motherfucking loans. We gonna give them housing. We gonna do all this shit, and y'all black motherfuckers can't get shit. Even some of the Mexicans can't get shit that already been down here. But they're letting these paisas come across the border and they're just giving them all this shit. I'm not saying this shit from like a hating point of view. I'm saying this shit like it's just a lot of fucking paisas. Everywhere you go, it's a fucking paisa. And these motherfuckers can't communicate with you because they don't speak English. And I speak Spanish. A mí habla español poquito. You know what I'm saying? A mí habla español poquito. Necesita inglés y español aquí en la América. Me habla español poquito. See what I'm saying? So I'm able to communicate, but sometimes these motherfuckers don't even speak no Spanish. I get to talking to them in Spanish and they just looking at me like I'm a motherfucking alien. Are you the motherfucking alien? Because I'm a god and I understand that I may have to learn a different language to communicate with these beings on this planet. Because I might be in the store and the motherfucker be on the back of my neck and I may have to tell the motherfucker, mi necesita espacio. I need some fucking space. Back up. You know what I'm saying? And they, oh, okay. Then they be, oh, habla español. Yeah, I need this shit. Necesita español aquí. Mucho estos. There's a lot of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I need to speak Spanish out here. Because there's a lot of fucking paisas that don't speak no fucking English. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of paisas that don't speak no English. And then they act a certain way towards black people because they feel like in order for them to move up the totem pole out here in this society, they got to act a certain way towards black people because the people in charge of this shit, they feel like the people that's in charge, who they see are in charge, the white people, they're the ones that's completely racist, white supremacist. So they feel like, oh, I got to be like this too. I got to act like this too to these black people. I got to see these black people and just be like, you know what I'm saying? I got to act like this too to these black people. Because I want to move up too. They out here hungry. They in survival mode. So they gonna do whatever they feel like they have to do to move up. Just like when these Latinos and these Mexicans join the LAPD, they get to being on some racist shit so they can move up because they know their captain is on some racist ass shit, white supremacists. And they know in order for them to move up the branch, they have to participate in the same shit as the people that's at the top of the fucking totem pole. And the people at the top of the totem pole are white supremacists and racist. So they feel like I gotta be on this shit too. Just like the people at the top of the totem pole here are unfortunately Caucasians. So these motherfuckers that come across the border that don't speak no English, they feel like, oh, I have to be racist like these Caucasians so I can move up the totem pole. I have to treat these black people a certain way so I can move up the totem pole. Because that's what these motherfuckers at the top are doing. And there's fucking paisas everywhere, bro. They're everywhere. If you live in California, bro, and it's like, LA always had like blacks and Mexicans mixed in, right? It's always been blacks and Mexicans mixed in LA. It's always been like that, you know what I'm saying? It's always been mixed in. It's always been like even though. It's always been like, you know, half. I don't know if a lot of black people. I'm not gonna say black people are moving out because it's just LA's crowded as fuck right now, bro. It's a lot of people out here. LA, Long Beach, LA County. It's just a lot of fucking people in California, man. It's a lot of people in California, and it's a lot of fucking paisas. I'm getting to the point like I don't even think these motherfuckers are real people. I don't even think these motherfuckers are real people. You know what I'm saying? Because there's always a motherfucking paisa and they try to get like, this shit is crazy, bro. They try to get all in the fucking way and shit. They try to have it the same thing. They try to have forced interactions with you. Are they real people? Are these motherfuckers even real people? Are these some fucking bots to harvest our energy as well? Because everywhere I go, it's some motherfucking paisa trying to get in the way or trying to give me some weird vibes or trying to stare and shit. It's crazy. And these motherfuckers are everywhere, bro. They everywhere. I'm not gonna hold y'all too long, man. I just gotta finish washing my clothes, and it was just something I was thinking about. Cause I seen the paisa right here, and I was like, hey man, ¿cuántos años aquí? Like, how long you been out here? You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, 3 years. And I asked the motherfucker, I was like, where you, like, what country you came from type shit? And he was like, El Salvador. And I was like, está bien? Like this shit cool, it's okay? He was like, yeah. So it makes sense. That's why people is coming over here from all these other fucking countries, because where they coming from, they ain't got no motherfucking opportunity. And it makes sense. I can't knock it, but it's just like, goddamn, maybe it's time for me to get the fuck out of California, bro. That's all it is. I'm just like, damn, I can't knock it, but it's just like, it's fucking crowded as fuck over here. But nothing but paisas seem like. They everywhere, bro. It was just like, he was like, yeah, I've been out here 3 years. I was like, está bien? He was like, yeah. So that make you see like, okay, They don't mind working these bullshit ass jobs, working the burger stand, making $15, $14 an hour. They don't mind doing that shit because where they come from, they probably was getting $8 an hour, $5 an hour, if that. You know what I'm saying? Where they come from, they ain't got no roads and they ain't got no lines in the street and all that shit. That's why these motherfuckers be driving crazy, because they ain't used to driving on the fucking road with a motherfucking line that's dividing the lanes. You know what I'm saying? And they letting these motherfuckers cross the border, and we have to deal with this shit. We gotta deal with it. We gotta deal with it. And I'm posting this video on my Super Saiyan Joe channel. It's Saturday, man. I'm in LA. I'm about to be working out all day, bro. That's all I want to do is just work out. I just want to work out, get my mind right, post up, watch some movies or something. But I just had to say this shit real quick because there's a lot of fucking paisas in LA. LA County, Long Beach, it's just a lot of fucking paisas, bro. And they're letting these motherfuckers over here because they don't mind working these treacherous jobs, these treacherous conditions. And they can also live in a house, apartment 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 deep. And black people laugh at that shit, but we can't be all on the same frequency to do that shit to save our lives. And I know it's programming and all that shit, the reason why black people can't, you know what I'm saying, get along and all that shit, but at the same time, it's like, god damn. That's why they coming over here 18 deep. Not even like that, trying to be on some funny shit, but that's why you see 5 or 6, 8, 9, 10 Mexicans in the house. And they all going half on the rent, making that shit work, saving up, driving around in these big ass trucks. These nice trucks, so they got money to pay for that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. I just wanted to talk to y'all about this because, and I wanna know what y'all, I wanna know what y'all feel about this. Have y'all noticed a lot of like paisas? If you don't know what a paisa is a Mexican that don't speak no English. They don't speak no English. They all Spanish. That's what a paisa is, right? So I want y'all to drop a comment. Tell me, whatever city you in, if you live in California especially, have you noticed like a lot more, and I'm not gonna say immigrants, I'm gonna just say paisas, but that's what they are though, immigrants. Have you noticed a lot more immigrants in your city? If you live in California, like paisas, people that's popping up that don't speak no English. And it's easy to tell somebody speak English or not, and they're just saying that shit, they don't speak English. But you know when a motherfucker don't speak no English. You know. And I'm looking at how I see this shit, like, when I'm seeing these paisas, it's like they all look the same, bro. And I'm not even trying to sound no type of way. I really don't give a fuck who think what or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. It's my YouTube channel, and it's me talking to my phone, right? But I've noticed they all look the fucking same. It's either it's gonna be a female or a male. It's just like they all look exactly the same, bro. It's just like some facial features are switched a little bit different. It's like they all look the same, but it's just a female, because you can tell by, it may have like, you know, like female features. How can I say this shit? It may have like long, but they, like the face look exactly the same. Like it'll be their face look exactly the same, and it's just something that's switched, like changed. Okay, like this is a female because she got long hair, or this is a male because the cheekbones are high. But like for the most part, the base will all look the same, bro. Like they all look the same. I'm not sure like how to explain this shit, but I'm explaining it. Fuck, I mean I'm not sure how to explain this shit. I just explain this shit. They all look the fucking same. Like you see a male paisa and a female paisa, and they'll look the same. You just be able to tell like this is a female and this is a male, if that makes sense. Like you'll be like, they look like exactly the same. And then you'll see another motherfucking paisa that look exactly the same, but it's like just little small differences. Like the nose may be, instead of like that, it's just like that a little bit. Instead of like that, it's like, you know, just little small differences. But they all look the fucking same though. Are these fucking robots? Are these bots? Hey, I don't know, man. I hope all y'all vibrating at a high frequency. I'm just saying, I noticed they all look the same and shit. They all look the same. And it's a lot of motherfucking paisas just popping up. Everywhere you go, it's a motherfucker don't speak no English. In LA. All over LA County, like all over California, it seemed like. And I'm just burnt out with this city shit, man. But this is the reason why I feel like Biden is letting all these immigrants across the border and these paisas across the border, because black people and Mexicans that's been living in LA, they not dealing with this shit. They tired of the conditions, all this shit, they over it. But these people that's coming from these different countries that ain't really got no opportunities out there, they don't mind coming out here working these punk ass jobs and shit for these low wages. Working these punk ass jobs and shit. And they can also, because they used to living out there 5 and 6, 7, 8 deep, and it's something that's less than a house, so they don't mind coming out here living 5, 6, 7, 8 deep in the back house and making that shit work. You know what I'm saying? They don't mind because they know where they came from. It was way harder for them to do anything, to motherfucking, they weren't able to get no job, to make no money, to buy no food and all that shit. It was harder for them. You know what I'm saying? So they get out here and they take advantage of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that we don't take advantage of this shit too. It's just we may be tired of this shit and tired of the government and all that shit. So the government's like, okay, these motherfuckers are tired of this shit. We're gonna let the motherfucking paisas in. We're gonna let the immigrants in that's been dying to get over here. So once they get over here, they're not gonna mind. They're not gonna mind working these jobs, and they can keep our economy going. Because if we be like, man, we tired of the government, we tired of the system, fuck the system, we tired of this shit, and we stop fucking with the system, stop fucking with the government, stop, you know what I'm saying, buying and selling and motherfucking doing whatever we do to make the economy keep rolling. If we say fuck that shit and we stop doing that shit, the economy's gonna crash. But if they let these motherfucking paisas across the border that don't speak no English, but don't mind going to work and paying for the grocery prices and doing this and doing that, don't mind doing that shit, the economy can continue to keep on moving and keep on thriving. So they're gonna let these motherfuckers across the border that don't speak no English, that don't mind working these punk ass jobs, that don't mind paying the high prices for gas and food, etc., that people that's been over here for years may be complaining about. They're gonna let them over here and they're gonna keep the economy moving. They're gonna keep the economy going because they're gonna go to work and they're gonna make money and they're gonna pay for shit and they're gonna go back. They're gonna keep the economy moving. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be complaining this shit. People over here already been complaining. They're tired of this shit. They like, man, fuck the government. They starting to wake up and shit. So they got these motherfucking immigrants that don't mind coming over here working for nothing. And they're going to come over here. They're going to keep the economy going. They're going to keep the motherfucking, they're going to keep the economy. They're going to buy gas. They're going to buy fruits and all that shit. They're going to buy fruits, vegetables. They're going to buy the food. They're going to work the jobs. They're going to buy the clothes. They're going to buy all this shit. They're going to be consumers. They're going to let these people come across the border and allow them to consume so they have the economy to keep on going. Because the people that's been over here for 20 and 30 years already been consuming for years and decades, they're tired of this shit. They're getting tired of it, you know what I'm saying? So they letting these motherfuckers come over here and they're giving them money too. So they can spend the money and keep the economy going. But I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. I just realized we got to the 22 minute mark of the video. I just got finished washing my clothes. About to work out for the rest of the day for like the next 5-6 hours and post up, and I'm gonna have some more videos for y'all when after I finish working out, because I'm pretty sure something will cross my mind. But this video is just me talking about, in my opinion, why Biden is letting all these immigrants and these paisas cross the border. And it's because they don't mind working and doing the shit that we're tired of. You know what I'm saying? So like I said at the beginning, the middle, and the end of this video, at the beginning, the middle, and the end of this video, I hope all y'all vibrating at a high frequency, not letting no negative energy stop y'all positive energy. Go ahead and drop a subscribe. Go ahead and drop a comment. Go ahead and like. Subscribe to the channel if you feel anything I'm saying in this video. Subscribe if you feel anything I've said in the previous videos. Go ahead, drop a like, comment, share these videos, send it to your family members, you know what I'm saying? So we can, so people can be more aware of these things, you know what I'm saying? More aware so they can know how to deal with it. Because you may be wondering, like, why the fuck is all these paisas out here? Like, why is there so many just Mexicans that don't speak no English? You may not even know what a paisa is. You may just be like, why so many Mexicans that's popping don't speak no English? Because your ass is probably tired of working these punk ass jobs and paying these bills, so they're going to have to bring some new people in that's going to keep the economy going. And these are these paisas. So, like I said before, I hope all y'all vibrating at a high frequency, not letting no negative energy stop y'all positive energy. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.